Cheerio, bonjour, allo. Been a little bit, went on vacation. So the family, we rented an RV. We went to Virginia Beach for a few days. And then we trucked up, I guess, the mountains. Went to Harper's Ferry. Well, in Harper's Ferry, we had planned a 3-hour zip line event, but it snowed, and it snowed all day long. 3.5 inches of snow. So, I happened to accidentally find a liquor store. We added that into our repertoire for the day. And then at 3 o'clock, when the kid said, "Do you want to go putt-putt in the snow?" I didn't mind. I was happy to. I neglected to realize how filthy the dogs would be if we took the dogs with us. But we took them. And then we got back and there was just freaking mud everywhere. But it was worth it. It was wonderful. It was great. The whole campground thing was cool. I made a comment once because I was in my bathrobe inside of the little store. And I said something about why I look homeless. And another woman turned around. She said, "You're at a KOA campground. And the rules are you're allowed to be in your pajamas 24/7. So I was abiding by the rules, which if you know me at all is kind of rare because I hate the government. I hate the establishment. Anyway, so I am working on a new Munchausen by proxy case. A little girl named Lacey out of New York. And as I'm doing more research, I'm surprised this case didn't get more publicity. But the reason we are here now is because I haven't seen you in a week or so, week and a half. Hi, Maria. Maria sent me a message about, I often talk about celebrities or people who have issues with their parents. And if you don't speak to your parents, to me, automatically, that's not normal. Well, my girlfriend Maria sent me an email that really made me think. And it's been 2 weeks and I'm still thinking about it. So there are situations where it's probably better if you don't speak to your parents. So please understand me. I do not mean that as a blanket statement. I just find it funny that so many celebrities don't speak to their parents. And how about that little, the bald woman who was recently in some drama? I think she's suffering from alopecia. But if you Google alopecia, no one else has a perfectly pretty bald head. They have hair with spots. I said with spots in it. So it looks to me like that bitch may just be pushing a drug that Pfizer is coming out right now. But anyway, why are we here? Because I'm back on my mail route after a week off. I allow my YouTube to just start playing, and it plays Scott Peterson. Okay, Scott Peterson, guilty, right? Obviously, duh, right? Okay, what if he's not? I know, fucking, you want to smack me right now? I know, but if you look at the official logistics of everything, there's Rudy. He hasn't figured out I'm on the main level. The family's in the basement. He thinks that I'm in the basement also. Anyway, the logistics, the only thing that they were able to connect was there was a set of pliers in the boat that had hairs in it that linked to Lacey. Okay, well, that's kind of guilty. Because can you think of any other innocent reason your hair would ever be in your man's pliers? There's Oscar. Everybody loves Oscar. They're always asking, let's see the animals. We don't give a shit what you're saying. Let's see the animals. There's Oscar. Oscar. He's so tired he won't even look. Where's Dum Dum? Dum Dum's over there. Here's Dum Dum. Hey, babe. Say hello. Hi, Rudy. Oh, there's Oscar. He's looking now. Hey, sunshine. Okay. Can you think of a single reason your hair would be in your man's pliers? Nope. No innocent reason. Not even a little. However, there was nothing else. There were neighbors. There was one neighbor who put the yard and the dog in the backyard with the leash on. I think she's on Scott's side. She saw Scott that morning. She waved hello. He spoke back. There's nothing different. But remember, there are also people, you look on their face as the court clerk or whomever, the judge, reads out guilty, sentence of life in murder and life in prison. And their face doesn't change. Shelley Michaels that way. She's just, okay. And every time I see that, I think, oh my goodness, But then again, I wouldn't kill someone. Hey, have you ever heard of Diana Lovejoy? She tried to hire someone to kill her man. When she was found guilty, she went, and just passed out. Google it or YouTube it, whatever, look it up. Diana Lovejoy was also a YouTuber like myself, and she did cooking videos, and she said this. And if you put pasta in the water for 8 minutes, it gets soft, and you can eat it. I'm not even exaggerating. Watch her video. That's what, if you look up any video talking about the Diana Lovejoy hire for murder, they'll show you that because it's comical. So they all find a way to clip that in. I'm gaining iMovie knowledge. So at some point you may see clips in mine. Okay, goodness. 7 minutes in. Scott Peterson. What if he were innocent? Okay. Hated 2 of his jurors. The one the media dubbed Strawberry Shortcake. She had pink red colored hair. She's probably a little too old for that. I'm not going to fault her. I don't give a shit. If you're a 35, 40-year-old woman and have the balls to do that, then good for you. Herself, and then another, he was an older, middle-aged, 50-so-year-old man. He had a large stomach and he had glasses. And after the verdict and the sentencing, they went outside of court in front of the microphones. And the dude said, "It's illegal in California to murder your wife and baby, Scott." Fuck, it's illegal to do that everywhere, you dumbass. But they almost seemed too proud to convict him. Okay? We want guilty people to go away, but does that make you feel good? I don't know that it would make me feel good. Obviously, I want to do the right thing. Hang on. Is there food over there? Okay, Oscar's over there sniffing at something. I gotta make sure. But are you happy about that? You think about it. This comes up later. I'm going to bring it up now. I'm listening to a phone call with Scott and his sister-in-law post-verdict. Scott fully believed he was going to be acquitted. He listened to Garagos. Garagos told him he was going to be acquitted. I've done it again, kids. I don't have my water. But Scott talks about that feeling that you're falling. He says, you're falling and there's no end. Okay, so I don't see my water. Maybe I brought it. There's a Gatorade right here. And there's no end to that falling. That Gatorade's empty. So we're going to go down here. Oh, there's water. Look at our drink. This is our soda fridge. It's all freaking beer. And I don't drink any of it. Not a beer girl. He says that feeling of falling and there's no end. Again, can you even imagine being in that position? I found my water as I walked back in. In the opening statements of that, opening statements of that trial, Garagos made a comment about he would give you direct evidence that proves Scott didn't do it. Okay, but he didn't. So you don't make statements like that unless you can do it. But Scott fully believed to be acquitted. Think about that. Think about just these 2 seconds with that. Oh my goodness. Scott, he didn't have a chance. Let's say he is innocent. He didn't have a chance. Everyone was against him. The media had convicted this man immediately. So had I. So had you, probably. And I realized statistically the husband did it. So I get all that. But shit, man, we'd already hung him. He didn't have a chance. Here's what one of my ex-husbands used to say. Meredith. Oh my goodness, hold on. That's Floyd. I thought it was Piper. Piper's the feral cat. We never see her. I thought she had come down. I was going to let you see her. He says, Meredith, if you are murdered, and I didn't do it, obviously, and the cops come to me, and I'm having an affair, I'll be like, so I was banging her sister. I was sleeping with her best friend every other Thursday. But oh my goodness, I didn't kill my wife. Scott got on television with Diane Sawyer. Goodness, I can't speak. You know why? I hit my pen a little bit. Hey, Lewis. I work with Lewis. I love him. Oh, I don't love him. Oh my goodness. Oh, that came out wrong. I respect Lewis's humor. Is that a better way to put it? So Lewis asked me, he's like, are you stoned when you do those videos? Well, half the time, yes, I am. But he got on with Diane Sawyer, and he said, I told the police about the affair on the first night. What the fuck? No, you didn't. And why would you tell such a blatant lie? His attorneys all say, we told him not to get on TV. Don't do it, don't do it. Yeah, they probably did tell him. And he said, oh no, I have to let everyone know I'm innocent, I didn't do it. His attorneys are saying that's why he did it, because in his heart he hadn't killed his wife. And oh my goodness, it must be hard to eat that kind of bullshit all day. But I guess if you're getting paid $1 million, then maybe that bullshit tastes a little better. Let's take a moment. Later tonight, when you're lying in bed, say a prayer for Lacey's family. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine? Goodness. This happened, I believe, 2004, 2002. It happened in December of 2002. He was arrested in the spring of 2003, and he was found guilty in 2004. Speedy and fair trial. If you are, the cops arrest you for something, let's get trials quickly as possible. That dumb bitch, Shelley Michael in West Virginia, she murdered her husband with a drug, rocuronium, and then lit the house on fire. And she should have been in trial, right? But she was out on bail, and they kept asking for continuances. And in all that time, the state had enough time to prove she actually did have enough time to commit that murder, because they weren't able to prove it in the first 18 months, and your trial has to be in 18 months. But she was out jogging and having fun out on bail. Yeah, continue it, that's fine. The state was continuing it because they wanted to keep doing different tests to prove that she could have done it. And they won. And she would have been acquitted, I'm telling you. Anyway. Had Scott not done it at the years, it's been 18, it would have come out by now. Jailhouse snitches, it's actually a very, very true thing. There have been multiple unsolved homicides or other things that happen because many, many years later, one guy's sitting there in the jail or in the prison is completely different, saying, oh yeah, and I was hooked up with this kind of thing. So there's, to me, another reason why Scott did it. Because somebody would have talked and somebody else would have said that to someone else. And, hey, I'm sentenced to 7 years. And if I can solve the Lacey Peterson murder, I'm going to get some time off my sentence. So to me, that is just one more reason why he did it. But, so I'm going to shut this down, but here's my question, and I genuinely want your comments. We're late into this, so I don't know how many of you guys are still watching. You know what I say, if you're still watching right now, I'm shocked. But I actually really am shocked. What's your opinion of Nancy Grace? Do you know why Nancy Grace is Nancy Grace? She was dating a man named Keith. She was going to be a school teacher. She had gone to school to be a school teacher. And Keith was murdered. Keith was in management in a company. The company had fired a man, and the man came back later and killed people. He went postal. You guys know. I think about that all the time, the post office. You want to go postal? Back in the 70s, a lot of post office workers would be pissed off, and they'd go into their post offices and start blowing people away. So that's where the term going postal comes from. Drinking the Kool-Aid. The dude, California, Jim Jones. It preached the word. He ended up getting his 900 and change followers to leave him or to commit suicide. He put cyanide in Kool-Aid, and they all drank the Kool-Aid. And so that's where the term drinking the Kool-Aid comes from. Dr. Fauci, drinking the Kool-Aid. If you're drinking Dr. Fauci's Kool-Aid, oh my goodness, I don't want to get my video banned. So someone came in, they murdered Keith. And Nancy Grace, of course, was freaked out by that. Her life changed. But she decided she wanted to go against the bad guys. She turned around, went to law school, became a prosecutor, and started prosecuting bad guys. So, oh my goodness, God bless her, and kudos to her. This is what I always say about people. If someone I don't like, I'm talking about them, well, they were cool enough and had enough talent to get them to where I'm talking about them. I don't care for Prince Harry's wife. She was a C-list actress, but I still know who she is. So wouldn't it be cool if that happened to me someday? The Cheerio girl. But what do you think of Nancy Grace? She annoys the F out of me. Oh my goodness. I don't like her nostrils. Her nostrils are kind of weird to me. But I just don't like her. Okay. If you're still watching, I'm shocked. Please hit like, hit subscribe, and as always, and most importantly, God bless America.